So good morning. We say good morning to our beautiful gladiators, the woman, the backbone of relationships, the nurturers, the loving emotional creatures. And then we say good morning to the Spartans. Who you calling ho? What?
I said how. See how you just hear what you want to hear?
Yeah, you see how they think that open your mouth and talk properly, na boy.
That is what I say.
Hey. Who you calling ho? That's not the way to start the show. You a Santa? Anyway.
Come on, no, I'm not taking that.
Well, no, I'm going to start over. Okay. We welcome the Spartans. The bringing home of the bacon.
What?
The bringer home of the bacon. The providers. The fathers. The could get you on your nerves.
Forget it now. Forget the introduction, right? Like, you just go straight into the topic because...
All right, let's welcome the Spartans. Woohoo!
You don't kill my vibe already.
I kill your vibe?
Kill my vibe.
How I kill your vibe, Dread?
You ain't bringing team properly, man. All be the nurturers and the nurturers this and...
Look, introduce your Spartans.
Spartans, rise up this morning! We are here to provide, we are here to protect, we are here to serve.
You the police?
We are here to master, we are here to protect and
serve. Wait, the Spartans is the police service?
We are here to protect and serve. You understand?
All right. Little scenario. It could happen to anyone. So, it kind of stem off a kind of my birthday surprise. Up to now, I don't know who paid for the stripper boy. Die. Anyway, so man or woman, bachelor or bachelorette.
Right.
The night before the wedding, you discover the friends organize an exotic dancer. Firstly, do you have a problem with that? And secondly, it comes out a little later that something physical happened.
Something physical?
Happened between maybe you and the exotic. You could take it how you want. It could have been from a kiss right up to the... They did the do.
What?
I said they did the do.
Wedding canceller.
Right. So this is what I... Now, in fairness, let's throw in everything. The friends get them drunk.
In all fairness.
Right? That's what they're supposed to do in a bachelorette and a bachelor night.
What, get you drunk?
Yeah. Drink tequila. Like if it was me, right? They know I love tequila. They know I love tequila. But as you wedding night, so you're drinking, usually my minimum is 2. I drink about 6. And I go, woohoo! Last night, woohoo! And then the rest of the night hazy. You don't know what happened.
What exactly take place?
But
you get me next morning and
it's videotape.
It bunning. And you want to know how it bunning.
Right, but it have videotape and thing, and of course it get back to your partner. So
you
cancel the wedding, or do you tell yourself was a one-off indiscretion?
No, you're saying
because it can happen.
The physical part, right? I just telling you need to be a little more specific there because you just go.
But let your imagination go however you want, because for a kiss, that for some women that could throw off a marriage.
They buy a bachelorette party already, and they put whipped cream on the woman and it was looking into her thing. So is that part of it as well?
Well,
you go cancel on me because I had a little whipped cream.
Wait, is this whipped?
A little whipped cream you go cancel.
So wait, you are saying that she come with props, right?
Yeah,
and you are supposed to indulge in the props.
Exactly.
It's not that it was anything more than
assisting
with the props.
It take place. You know I like chocolate whipped cream, baby. You know I like chocolate whipped cream.
That is your defense, Rodell?
Yeah.
That you like chocolate whipped cream? That is your defense.
It was there any moment, babe.
It was in the moment.
And the guys were behind me and they were saying, go.
Yeah.
Go.
How they was going wrong?
Go. What you want me to do in the moment, Nikki? I have to lick the whipped cream.
You have to lick the whipped cream.
Yeah.
They say like the movie Hangover. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. You know, that night before, and a lot happened. What? Roddy, I thought you was in the Marine. What?
More? Fraggy?
Morning, Odessa.
So wait, is it that your spouse sit you down and tell her the whole story, or you find out from somebody
Find
else?
out, with videotape or whatever.
So you didn't just come and sit you down and tell her you have to find out for yourself. I got a little issue there with me, I got a little issue.
A little issue?
Yeah, we might have to call you wedding
Oh,
partner.
so wait.
We might have to call you wedding
You
partner.
are saying that it's okay for you to lick chocolate whipped
That
cream.
was part of the act.
And your boys going, go, right. But somehow, if it is your fiance,
That wasn't part of the act. That was part of the stripper's act.
She is licking chocolate whipped cream off a chocolate brother. That we have a little problem.
No, I didn't say that.
What are you saying, Rudy?
Was it part of the brother's act?
Yeah, he bring the whipped cream.
Well, you know what I mean? I even have a problem with that.
You have a problem?
No, I don't know. I think you might have to cancel our wedding.
Wait.
Where exactly was the whipped cream? Where the whipped cream was exactly?
All of a sudden,
yes,
it's not about...
No, we need to know where the whipped cream was.
All of a sudden, it's not about the whipped cream. It is about
where
the location of the whipped cream.
Placement
How
of the whipped
come just now it was not about the location?
Because, baby, that was part of her act.
But he
We were
acting...
supposed to do that.
Roger acting too.
That was brand pay money for her to come and do.
And that is what Roger get money to come and do. He bring you whipped cream.
Nah,
If you see Roger, ladies, chocolate just on chocolate.
Roger to did it.
Roger is making a little living. Roger's the dead.
Me care about Roger.
And they take the super package, No, it have different packages.
How it reach the packages now, Nikki?
Because they have different packages. I learned from a little birdie. That's a surprise, all right? They have where they could do the exotic one with little jockey shorts and tongue and thing on. And if you want to go to the super value package, you pay extra and they come bare as
They
they
come
born.
bare Bamsi?
Bare Bamsi.
Nah.
Right? So they get in the super duper value package.
We're doing this in a hotel.
Wherever the party is, it could be somebody
If you
backyard.
in room 211 and room 212,
How you reach there?
Yeah, right by the door.
So that's what we asking. And these things happen in weddings and before weddings and mash-up
You
weddings.
didn't tell me where the whipped cream was yet, you know. You didn't tell me where the whipped cream was.
So I find this pattern very kind of aggressive this morning.
But you can tell nobody. You can't remember, Nikki. Come on.
But that has happened. People just knock out and get up next morning, chip it and can't remember thing.
Yeah, but you wake up with whipped cream all over your nose, though. How you remember? You must remember that, man. No. I think that's where the issue will come in for me, eh? You see, if you ain't come and tell me straightforward.
But that's it. What I'm trying to say too. Have you never heard stories of alcohol where people overdo it and they really get up next morning groggy and ain't too sure what happened? Let's be real, that those things happen. Especially in that kind of atmosphere, that environment. Because your friends make sure that you enjoy it to the fullest. As you say, there's your last hurrah, right? So your friends and so it's plan all kind of crap for you.
Have a limit, darling.
Yeah, but again, it depends on you might think you could handle 4 tequila. 2 is your usual thing. I just using tequila, right? 2 is your usual limit. But you say, tonight is my bachelor going for 4 tequila. And before you know it, you're drinking all the bottle. Right? Your system ain't accustomed to that. And then you wake up in a blue next morning, ain't too sure what happened. It's possible. Well, people say friends that take you, but they don't bring you back.
You know, they have a rule with bachelorette parties. Whatever happened, they stay there.
Well, that's supposed to be the golden rule. I have a story like that. I have a friend who had his bachelor party. And he went home and told his wife what happened. And his wife was close to the bride-to-be. They was vexed for the wedding. Right through the wedding, they vexed, On the honeymoon, they vexed,
They will get wet. But let me take it
They didn't last.
They bust up?
Yep. Marriage bust up.
Let me take it an extent.
That's how far extent that one night like that could destroy a marriage.
So, if it so happened on the night of the bachelorette party, something happened, touchy-feely, soaky, baby. It happened, right? And you know, you didn't find out about it. You went ahead, you get married. And then 9 months later, a baby come.
Oh, gosh.
Right? And
Well, let's hope
the
that...
baby looking nothing like you now, boy. But the baby come out with a 6-pack and a chest and thing. And green eyes. And you watch me like, wait, man. Them eyes looking like the stripper eyes, boy.
Baby's a throwback.
A throwback?
A throwback.
I will throw you back.
You know,
What you gonna do in that situation, boy?
in all this, I hope that people know about protective sex. You know, you have to throw it out there. You have to, if you really want to do this kind of slackness, please protect yourselves. It's not good friends if they encourage you to mess up to that level. They have that kind of wildness. Let's not pretend, guys.
No,
They have that kind of wildness. The man who in charge of the exotic dancer. Hey, Rudy, you in charge, eh? And make sure and get that. You know, he like boomsy, right? Yeah, think planning. Alcohol, all the alcohol, the this, the... Let's not pretend. It's been happening for years. But now, women are doing it too. It used to be a bachelor thing, and the ladies used to drink tea and have cupcake. But we don't do that no more. We just as raunchy as the boys now.
Yeah.
They bring in each stripper, what a real money in it, raw. See, we're in the gym the other day. 1,000 out part thereof and 1,500 if you're removing underwear. Yeah. Roughly, that is about the price.
If I remove underwear, I charge 25. Yeah, 25.
Why? You're doing a group discount at?
No, I charge
25 for
charging for the scenery.
Scenery?
Yeah. I get you the wine free. I charge you for the scenery.
Wait, I want to say so many things right now.
When you wasn't in your right mind, that feeling that you feel,
no,
you ain't gonna forget that though.
You see, I guess I'm talking for women, because many women go through situations like that, going in hard, they bachelorette, they're gonna drink, they're drinking margarita, that before you know it.
Tell you something, the centerpieces, the venue, the money pour out to decorate the place.
The wedding planner.
Now you are giving me more reason to save my money. You understand? Because we was renting when we decided to get married, you know. You understand? Now I could take that money now and invest it in something else because you too slack.
Wow.
Yes,
it reached
slacky.
So what about the man now? This has been going on for years, you know.
Baby, that was part of the routine.
What?
The routine, the whipped cream routine, that was part of the routine. I am not to blame for that.
I want to say good morning to the Samoa drivers, Gerald, Mark, Kevin, and Vernie, Eastside family, always locked on. So nice to have you guys, and his wife, Andar. Love up the wife. All right, guys.
We coming back, you know.
We come back.
The lines
Mars
blazing
versus
right
Venus.
now.